Ladies and gentlemen, today, in honor of the Great North American Eclipse, the first total solar eclipse to hit the continental United States in a very, very long time. In fact, it's going on outside right now, but I'm not in the direct path of it, so there's actually not much to see. But in honor of this, we're taking a look at Nature is Forking Lit, the subreddit all about really cool things in nature, like the solar eclipse. So why don't we browse through some of it? By the time you're watching this, the eclipse has already passed by, probably, if you're in the path of it, and hopefully got to take a look. If I was in Oregon or something like that, it'd be pretty sweet. But here, if I look outside, the lighting's pretty much the same, and it's basically like staring at the sun if you try to look at it. So don't want to do that. Bad idea. But hopefully you have your eclipse glasses and stuff. Let's start off down here with right above the little bulletin letting us know that today is the eclipse. We'll start with I'm walking here. Hey, that's an alligator in front of a car. That seems oh my God. I did not expect that to happen. Holy crap. I was like, what's the worst that's going to happen here? It's going to demolish the car. Yeah, that's pretty lit. I kind of hate myself for actually saying the phrase it's lit, but it's in the title of the subreddit, so you'll have to forgive me on it. I feel like whoever was driving probably did not expect that to happen. I feel like the thing could like pop the tire if it wanted to, and then you'd be stranded with an angry alligator. Woo, that's crazy. Hammerhead Slug, the world's largest flatworm. Dude, that's a real thing. That's incredible. It kind of looks like it had its head just split open with a knife, but it's still alive. But no, it's a hammerhead flatworm. It must actually be like that. How sick is it that the world's largest slug has a head like that? Like, as if it wasn't cool enough that it's already the world's largest slug. It also has that. It's like a hammerhead land shark. That's so sweet. Man, looking at the subreddit is gonna make me want to travel places. It really is, and I never travel. Manatees under a transparent canoe. Bro, I want to get a transparent canoe. Look at that. It's just chilling there. The manatee probably thinks that like the canoe is one of its friends. It probably looks like another manatee. It's like, hey, come here, friend. Dude, now I need to go get a transparent canoe and go to Florida. Manatees are kind of like a thing in Florida, right? That's where you find most of them. I know they're really endangered as well because they swim too close to boats and stuff, and it's real not good. But I've seen manatees at aquariums and whatnot, but just never in the wild. I feel like you could just go in and kind of just chill with them, and they'd be like, yo, what's up, human? Let's hang out. Let's take a nap in the water. Translucent fish. That kind of looks like a jelly, not a jellyfish, because jellyfish are not fish. They're jellies. It's also probably dying because it's out of the water. It's a dead translucent fish. It's like, wow, if humans were translucent, would we be that devoid of anything at all? Like, that's all there is to a fish, is that little section of organs or brain or whatever. Honestly, that's probably the reproductive system, because that's about all that matters, I think, is just gotta make more babies, gotta propagate the species. The rest is like, don't need much of a brain, don't need much of anything, just water, something to contain all that water, and babies. I bet you that's the reproductive system, though, honestly. I bet you. Dragonfly feeds on bottom half of wasp as top half walks around aimlessly. What? Jesus Christ, that's like something out of a terrible, horrifying scene in like a war movie of someone crawling around having been like cut in half. Oh my God. And the wasp probably has no idea what's happened to it. I honestly, I don't have too much sympathy, I guess. I'm not like a big wasp fan. I know they're kind of crucial for pollinating. Well, bees more importantly. Wasps, they still do pollinate things, right? God, that's some hardcore, gnarly lit stuff. Just watching your body being eaten. I mean, the wasp probably doesn't realize probably doesn't have the ability to recognize that was it. That's you being eaten. And you're looking, oh my God. No, I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. That wasp, oh, dude, you don't deserve that. It better just be dead. Not about that. Sugar glider is 4x lit. I know how to count emojis. That's actually the most amazing thing ever. Can you have a sugar glider as a pet? Is that allowed? Because that doesn't look like an animal sanctuary. And maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it's just like an office inside the animal sanctuary. But that, I would feel so proud to be that close to a little thing like that when I put out my hand, it's like, yeah, I know that I can jump to you and that you're a safe branch to land on. That's so sick. Also imagine jumping off of a cliff and just naturally being like that, naturally having a wingsuit. I want a wingsuit at some point, but it's really scary and you can die. So I want to travel somewhere and do a wingsuit thing. That'd be cool. I don't want to skydive. I think skydiving is no, the risk reward is not high enough for me on skydiving, but wingsuit? Maybe. Bioluminescent plankton aquarium glows when shaken. You gonna turn off the light? Oh, you're gonna. Whoa. All the plankton in there, they're like, stop! This is our defense mechanism. This is like our warning light. Please stop shaking us. I'm picturing like a SpongeBob scene where they're all in there. It's like a bunch of little planktons, but maybe they're not evil plankton. They're good plankton. Or maybe that's like foiling plankton's evil plans. It's like plankton was about to hatch his evil plan, and then someone shook the aquarium and was like, God dang it! You ruined everything. Now I'll never get the Krabby Patty secret formula. God dang it. Foiled again. This tardigrade water bear I found in some moss. Aren't water bears like the most resilient animals on the world? I guess they are on the world. But they can withstand like super crazy high and low temperatures, basically the entire range of what the world's temperatures can produce, and they're just like super gnarly. And they're called a water bear, but they're not like a bear. They're microscopic. Well, pretty microscopic. I don't know what scale that is right there, but they kind of look bear-like, kind of like a microscopic mole bear. I'm gonna rename them to microscopic mole bear. Also kind of Stegosaurus-like in a way. Yeah, but I guess they're super gnarly in terms of their survival. But I saw a thing on Animal Planet about them once, probably on that Most Extreme show that used to exist, I don't know, 15 years ago, something like that. It was probably #1 on the countdown of most lit animals out there. I don't think "it's lit" was much of a phrase when that show existed, but if it was, top 10 most extreme lit animals. Dolphins in front of the South African coast. That's a lot of dolphins. It's a very significant amount. Also, the lighting there makes it almost look like there could be a solar eclipse going on. Probably sunset, but it could also be a solar eclipse. I don't know. It looks like there's a volcano erupting in the background too. Probably just the lighting. But you know, I'm trying to make this seem as lit as possible. Also, I hate the fact that I keep saying that. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, please. Won't happen again after this video, but it's still the name of the subreddit. I hope that's not a propeller boat or something, because that, man, you just be chopping up dolphins left and right. Ooh, that's a terrible thing to think about. I'm so sorry. Those fishes are literally lots of fire, lit. They're literally lit. Actually, I don't know how that'd be possible because they're underwater. They're just bioluminescent, because fire doesn't really work underwater. Someone's bound to correct me. They're going to be like, well, no, actually, under this set of circumstances, you can't actually have fire underwater. So you're wrong about that? Get acknowledged? Are those actually the fish's eyes, or is it just, it's like false eyes, kind of like an orca whale has, something like that, and the eyes are, their actual eyes are just in front of it or something like that, or behind it, or can you imagine? That'd be like a scene out of a movie where you dive too deep, it's pitch black, and then all of a sudden you peer over, it's a cave, and just eyes light up, eyes light up, eyes light up. That's exactly that. Dude, they're like blinking. That must be their actual eyes. Someone's going to see that and be like, I want a body modification to make my eyes glow like that. Like, I don't think your vision's going to work too well if you do that. No, do it, Doc. Required to if I say so. And I'm paying. Today is not Save the Vaquita Day, but if we do something about the less than 30 individuals left in the wild, there might not be a Save the Vaquita Day. Okay. I don't understand the context, but I also don't even know what a Vaquita is, but we're going to find out, I suppose. The world's rarest porpoise. There are less than 30 left in the wild. Oh, wow. Today is not Save the Vaquita Day. That was July 8th. Unless the sea pen breeding program is approved, there will not be any left next year. Sea panda, little cow, pocket whale. Oh. How do you see? That's something I'm curious about. Is like how you're able to calculate how many are left in the wild. I suppose you tag them, but then, yeah, I don't know. Science is crazy. I'm not saying I don't know how, as in I'm questioning the accuracy. I'm saying I'm actually just genuinely curious how they know how many are left of various species, not just this, but 30 in the entire world. That's like a lot. It's a very specific amount, you know? So it's pretty impressive. I wish them the best. I think it's something like a lot of species go extinct every day. It's just that they're not necessarily major species that humans tend to mostly care about larger animals that are more visible, whereas like the species that go extinct are maybe like microscopic bacteria, insects, varieties of ants or something like that, even though ants are like geniuses and will probably outlive humans, I'm sure. But that kind of thing where it's not like you're not going to get a petition behind save the such and such really specific bacteria. But I think a lot of species do go extinct every day. It's kind of crazy. How seashells move around is pretty lit. Pretty lit. Let's see. That's pretty cool. I think I've seen something like that before, but I kind of forgot about it, and that's just reminding me of it. And I don't think that's all seashells, though. Obviously, there are plenty of seashells that are just, like, inanimate. They don't have anything inside of them. Is that a clam? I assume that's like a kind of clam, and I know that clams move around like that, I think. That sea star is just like, okay, fine. Ignore the fact that I was just sleeping here, disturb me from my slumber. Rude. God, I was just so comfortable. All my limbs were just draping off. I was so relaxed. And he's like, nah, I'm out. See you later, bud. You'll find your own place to sleep. I'm not a bed. Pacific Storm, 37,000 feet above the ocean, is pretty double lit. Wow. I feel like there's got to be some post-production image enhancement on that. But that's really gnarly. I would be very scared to be inside. I'd be looking at that from my airplane being like, wow, I'm really happy we're not flying through that because we'd probably die. I get very, very nervous in turbulence on planes. It's just like my heart starts pounding. I'm like, we're not meant to be in a tin can flying through the sky. That's not a thing that should be happening right now. I appreciate you physics making that possible, but we're not meant to be doing this. We're all gonna die. Ah, shoot. Wings are gonna break off especially when I'm over the wings and there's turbulence, and I see the wing like going like that, bouncing up and down. I'm like, oh God, it's gonna snap off. It's just a lot of leverage. It's a lot of weight hanging down off just, even though I know it's not how the leverage of the whole thing works because the wings are what's supporting the plane, so it's not like they're just bending. Anyway, it freaks me out, dude. I'm not about that. The Mexican mole lizard, so rare, it is almost mythical. I mean, it's obviously not mythical if you have a photo of it. That's a lizard? That looks like a worm. How does the thing walk? It's got to be like a snake, though. Don't tell me that it just drags its body along with those tiny little feet at the front and maybe feet at the back. It's like, God damn it, I hate my life. I have such chafing on the underside of the entire middle section of my body because I have nothing to support it. It literally just like dragging myself along. It sucks. Fero Cuddlefish pretending to be a hermit crab. What you were seeing is not a hermit. It's not. Well, that is the Fero Cut. What in the world? What in the world? What in the world is that? Oh my God. That's incredible. That's like, I can like pat my head, rub my stomach simultaneously, you know? But that's like, make 4 of your legs pretend to be hermit crab legs, make 2 of them pretend to be antennas, make another part of your body spike out to look like a shell. How do you coordinate that many simultaneous things? And then I can't even, doesn't compute. I wonder if it's like trying to lure other hermit crabs over and then it eats them. Ah, poor thing. It's like, oh, I just found my lady. Come here, my lady. Let us mate. And then it's like, oh no, shoot, I'm dead. That's a bummer. All right, and then the top post of all time is, this is now Reddit's largest wild animal subreddit. Cool. I did not know that rays could do that. Wow. I really didn't know they could. Is that a stingray? That's not a manta ray, is it? That's a stingray. I did not. That's incredible. I'd be like, oh God, I'd be freaking out. Like there are literally electrocution tentacles flying through the sky right now. I need to get out of here. I really don't feel like getting hit by one of those. Jesus. It's like attack formation, guys. Get rid of this boat here. Unsafe. All right, well, that was pretty lit. Pretty lit indeed. Hopefully, if you were in the path of the eclipse, you were able to view it safely without going blind. I suppose you might have a hard time watching this video if that did happen, though. So, anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to catch more videos like this. And if you want to listen to the music playing in the background right now, link in the outro, or run there music. I'll see you next time.